So when you first come in to see us for your family law matter, you'll meet with one of our solicitors and we'll talk you through the whole process. We'll tell you about what the next steps are, what you can expect going forward, and about the timeframes as well. We might talk to you about children if they're involved. We might talk to you just about finances, and we'll give you a bit of a checklist, a to-do list about what's coming next and what we need from you. We'll also talk a bit about costs as well and what's going to be best for you moving forward. So some of the main questions that we get first up is, how much of my financial life do I have to share with my partner? And the answer is basically all of it. You're going to have to be full and frank with your disclosure, we call it, which is all of your financial documents. This is bank statements, this is, mortgage documents, this is everything. So unfortunately there is no privacy in this process. Care of children, like with financial settlement, can be agreed by consent. There's no need to go to court all the time for children. So if you and your partner have come to a conclusion about how you'd like to spend time with your kids, that's an agreement that we can certainly write up for you. If you're in a situation where you do need some more assistance, or maybe you do need to go to court, we're more than happy to assist with that as well. A common concern that we have is, how long is my family matter going to go on? And unfortunately we can't give completely accurate timeframes, as everyone's situation is going to be different. However, we do work to make this as quick and as painless as possible. Where we can make it quicker or shorter, we will, but sometimes things do just need to happen on their own time. We see it is more common these days that maybe you separated from your partner a number of years ago and you never underwent formal property settlement. That's not necessarily a barrier to getting a formal agreement now. If you were married and you're still married, then you're well within time to put forward a formal agreement to the court. If you were divorced, however, you have a time frame of 1 year post-divorce to then bring that agreement. However, there are ways around that. If you and your spouse agree, for example, we can extend time. And if you're in a de facto relationship and you separated a number of years ago, you have 2 years from separation to bring proceedings. However, again, there are ways to extend that time frame. So a common misconception is that if you're not married, then perhaps your ex-partner isn't entitled to anything. That unfortunately isn't the case. In Australia, what de facto looks like can be defined by a number of different things. It can be a time frame, so for example 3 years is usually the time frame when one is considered de facto. However, if you are living together, you have a child, or a number of other aspects of your relationship can define you as being de facto and therefore being entitled to the other's assets.